Hey everyone, this is Lisa Salvatore. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. And if you have been here before, thank you for coming back and stopping by. I'm going to do your readings for the month of August. If you do know your sun, well, obviously you know your sun sign, but if you know your moon sign and your rising sign, I suggest you listen to those as well because you sometimes will resonate more with your other placements. I've also done a video on the big three in the birth chart, which is the sun, the moon, and the rising. I did that a while back and it'll be linked in the description box below. So if you do want to hear why I suggest listening to all of those three signs, there's a better explanation for you there. So I'm going to be doing this a little different this month. I have these little easels here just so I can display the cards. I'm going to shuffle off camera and have the cards already there when I do each sign, just because it's easier for me to zone in and tune in when I don't have the camera on me, because then I feel pressured, like I have to hurry up and shuffle. So I'm going to do that off camera, but then I'm going to have the cards set up and I'm going to intuit the cards and give you your reading for the month of August, all for each sign. I'm going to go from Aries all the way through to Pisces, and each one will be for the sun, moon, and rising sign of that zodiac sign. Also, I am still doing private consultations. You can find all of my links below in the description box. And again, thank you for being here with me. Let's get started. Hey Capricorn, this is your reading for the month of August. This will be for Capricorn sun, moon, and or rising. Please take what resonates with you and throw away what does not, as this is a reading for a large audience. So not everything will resonate for everybody, but if chances are, if you are here listening, there will be a message in here for either you or a Capricorn in your life. Let's get started. I've already shuffled and meditated and prayed over the cards and tuned into the messages. So I'm just going to dive right in. Okay, Capricorn. So what stares me right in the face is that death card straight in the middle. Now, death is not typically about physical death. It certainly can be, but in this particular case, it's definitely metaphorical. Your sign, the sign of Capricorn, Pluto, the planet that rules over death and transformation and rebirth, has been in Capricorn and it's now also retrograde. So I feel like for a lot of you, there's been like a sense of feeling clobbered in the recent past. Like things in your life just being swept away either by outside circumstances or you just changing and doing this complete renewal of the old self and clearing away things that weren't working and weren't serving. I feel like for a lot of you, this is in the form of a very important relationship that has ended in your life. It could even have been through physical death. You might have lost somebody for some of you, but again, I'm feeling like there's just the death of the old. It felt very depressing at the beginning, but you're starting to see the sunshine through the clouds. Really strong feeling that I'm getting here when I'm tapping into this reading for Capricorn. And you even see the first card is the Fool, so starting out on a whole new journey. I feel like 2020 and 2021 for you, Capricorn, are years of like complete change, like really big changes. Like a lot of you are probably, have just ended a massive relationship and a major relationship and entering into a new one by the end of the year. It's possible here because there's something about setting up all new foundations. Like the old way has had to die for you for the new way to be reborn. And there's just this big feeling of I just keep getting like, some of you don't even recognize yourselves anymore. And that's not a bad thing. It's just like in a positive way, you're seeing how you've shed your skin and you've really become like a different version of yourself of the highest order. And I think you're even amazed and surprised at all that you've been able to do. A lot of you, what I'm picking up on is that a lot of you had a situation that ended and you feel burnt. You feel like you got burnt, okay? So this could have been a love affair that started off hot and heavy and things were like really, really great. And you thought this was the love of your life and that this was your person. And it could have lasted for quite some time. It could have been for the better part of a full year, if not longer. And then all of a sudden, it was just like the rug got ripped out from under you. You may have found out that this other person was involved with someone else, or there was a child involved that you didn't know anything about. But whatever caused the ending of that relationship for some of you was really tough, and proved it to be really toxic for you and really hard for you to let go of it. And the ending is something that you're still having a hard time processing. But that's where the death card comes in, because it's like this month of August, you're truly going to see like that you've really moved forward and that you're really ready to bring in the new. And for some of you, you've already met, a new person, or you're in a totally new situation or a new home, and you're feeling the effects of like this rebirth that's been taking place for you. And it says here, release your worries and receive universal abundance. So for a lot of you, there's been some financial concerns, like how to make this work. Was selling the right thing to do? Can I really afford to buy this? But yes, the answer is yes. You're going to be fine. You're going to be provided for. You've certainly been through a lot, and the universe is not going to do you dirty at this point. You're going to get everything that you need and then some. And I feel like, and this is really good to see here, the Four of Wands is, it speaks to stable foundations, okay? After some pretty karmic endings. You've got the Fool and you've got the Death card here. So that's all about new beginnings and karmic endings. And then with the Four of Wands as that last card, it's about foundations being stabilized. Now, 2020 is a 4-year. And even though in a lot of ways it doesn't feel like a stable year by any means, when you really think about it, it's forcing us to stabilize ourselves in a different way. And I feel like for you, Capricorn, that message really hits home because you've definitely had some upheaval after a time of calmness. And now you're just waiting to get back to that place of calmness. And you're finally starting to see real true glimmers of that in August. I feel many of you are involved in new relationships after the cold ending of the last one, and that you need to just know that it won't be the same scenario. So try not to have the old ways creep into the new ways, and don't let the new ways suffer from the old ways, if that makes sense. I actually want to get 2 more cards here because your reading feels like a lot shorter to me, like cut and dry than the other ones have. But again, that's Capricorn. I love my Capricorns. I'm a Taurus, so us earth signs really get each other. And I'm laughing because I'm thinking of all the heavy Capricorn based people I know in my life, and they're all very funny, cut and dry, dry humor. They don't mince words typically, unless they've got a lot of Gemini or something in their chart. But they typically don't mince words. And so I'm feeling like maybe that's why this reading is so short, because it's I've said what I need to say. Things have died, they're being reborn, you've gone through some heaviness, but now things are getting stabilized. That's the bottom line. And you're going to have all the abundance that you need. And so don't stress about, having to burn the midnight oil, because a lot of Capricorns are very hardworking, workaholics even, okay? So try not to do that either. Let's see. And then for another, some of you, I'm picking up on a new job situation as well. After you might have lost your job, that death could have very well been the loss of an important job or contract in your life that really set you back, and the ending of that was disturbing for you. Maybe it was because of COVID. Maybe it was because somebody screwed you over financially. But the bottom line is, look at that. The Four of Wands is the last card. That's amazing. It's all stabilizing for you, Capricorn. It's beautiful. And you're going to have all that abundance that you need. Okay. Options. We got the Seven of Cups. And the Page of Swords. So you're going to be getting some important messages coming to you also, with some options for you work-wise. So there's definitely something here about new projects taking place. So, now through 2021 for you is really great for building the new, Capricorn. So try not to, you've definitely gone through it. I know it. I feel it. I know what the astrology's been doing with Capricorn. I also know I'm feeling from my previous readings, I feel like Capricorn was getting a beat down. But now you're coming out the other side of it, and it feels beautiful. And it's funny because I got a similar reading for Cancer, your opposite sign. So it's not surprising that you would get something similar. Opposites attract the 2 different sides of the coin here. So Capricorn, I have a good feeling for you that, after all of your suffering, because I do feel like a lot of you have suffered, especially suffered in silence, things are really looking up for you in the relationship area and the work area of your life. Take good care of yourselves. I'll be back for you all in September.